A wild new twist in the months-long political spectacle in Texas. The state's Attorney General Ken Paxton has now announced plans to file criminal complaints against the 12 state representatives who led his impeachment trial. That's right. Paxton is now using his position to retaliate against those who tried to impeach him. Paxton was impeached by the state's House of Representatives in May, with his fellow Republicans leading the way in a 121-23 vote. But he's eventually acquitted by the state Senate last month on the 16 impeachment articles, including allegations of corruption and bribery. Last week, the impeachment managers, in what they say was a move to provide transparency to the public, released hundreds of documents that were not brought up during Paxton's 10-day impeachment trial. The documents included Paxton's home address before it was redacted. Paxton says the document dump was a threat, citing a new anti-doxxing law that makes it illegal to release or leak personal information with the intent to harm, saying in a statement, quote, "The impeachment managers clearly have a desire to threaten me. I'm imploring their local prosecutors in each individual district to investigate the criminal offenses that have been committed." The Republican chairman of the managers is calling BS, saying Paxton's home address is already available widely online and has been for years. The whole thing is sort of insane. I don't think we should be all that surprised, because remember, during the impeachment process, there was a lot of talk about a pressure campaign with Paxton and his supporters being pretty open about seeking political retribution for those who crossed him.
Several members of this House, while on the floor of this House doing the state business, received telephone calls from General Paxton personally, threatening them with political consequences in their next election.
But beating the impeachment has almost emboldened Paxton. Somehow these credible allegations made against him by his fellow Republicans have just enhanced his influence to the point where some analysts are suddenly talking about him running for governor.
Big winner on Saturday was Ken Paxton.
Now, politically, Paxton may be in a stronger position.
Does he come out? Does he make a national run?
Now he's back in office, and I think stronger than ever.
It's hard to believe. Remember, under Texas law, local DAs have jurisdiction to bring criminal cases, so it remains unclear whether any district attorneys will actually take up Paxton's criminal complaints and bring charges against the lawmakers. Back with us is Dick DeGuerin, the legendary Houston attorney who was one of the two lead prosecutors in the impeachment against Paxton. Dick, good to see you again. All right, so what does this mean that he's filing criminal complaints?
Well, you know, Dan, he who strikes at the king must kill him. And unfortunately, we didn't kill him. And now he's showing his true colors. He's retaliating, as he's always threatened that he would.
But what does it mean to have a criminal complaint? I mean, if the local DAs are the ones deciding, right, what does it mean that the Attorney General, is it basically a recommendation?
Well, the Attorney General in Texas cannot bring criminal charges. That has to be done by the local prosecuting authorities in each county or district. And it's a little silly, too, because his own lawyers, that is, Paxton's own lawyers, publicized his home address, in one of the first statements that they made.
Dick DeGuerin, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thank you, Dan. Good to see you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.